The answer is simple. It's the tools and instruments that are in the hand of the person that wields them. You can do just as much damage with hand floats as you can with power instruments. The key here is education and going beyond what the generalized education and standard is in the industry today.
And I agree also. Actually, I think you can do, I think it's easier for some people to do more damage with hand floats if they're sharp because they don't think they will, right? Because they're careful. Oh, I have a power tool, so I don't want to do too much. I don't want to take too much off. But I've seen some very, very large amounts of tooth being taken off just by hand floats, especially brand new sharp blades. So I think you have to be careful with both. And it's like one of the others or both of the other speakers in the last hour said, you know, you need to care about what you're doing and realize that it's not a truck sitting in the driveway. It's a living being that you're working on. And if you can't do the very best job for that animal, that horse, that being, you probably shouldn't be working on them.
Well, as someone who has used both hand floats and moved into power dentistry, that came into effect about the time that I was doing veterinary tech work. And I come from a background that is very Western in culture. And so I've been able to see those patterns through the last 34 years of my practice to be able to have a qualified opinion that in addition to the instruments or tools or floats that we use, we have to be able to understand a good and safe standard of procedure or standard of practice for horses. That's greatly missing in today's industry, especially with the use of speculums, and that goes to instrument use as well. Being able to do a quality exam to be able to understand how you're going to help that horse live its best life. And I say this probably 100 times a week. Its best health as if it was in the wild. Having that as a comparison, the wild horse model is also largely a missing piece of the puzzle in instrument use.